I was 16 years old, and I walked into my parents' house, and my dad was sitting right there where you are. And he was like, Kyle, sit down. And my father's a very stoic man, didn't really have many emotions. And I was like, what's going on? He said, Kyle, I just need you to sit down. So I sat down, and I said, what's going on? And he said, your friend Dietrich died. And I said, what? So I stood back up. My high school best friend, like a brother to me. We took him in high school. He was my high school teammate playing basketball. And I asked my father, in this wave of emotions that I felt, Dad, what happened? Because that's the only question that I could think to ask. He said him and 4 other kids were in the car, driving 85 miles per hour, and everybody died in the car except the driver because none of them had seatbelts on. I said, oh my God. But at that time, at 16, I didn't know the emotions. I didn't know how to process emotion. We weren't big on emotional intelligence back then and mental health. We just kind of dealt with things and kept moving. But it wasn't until I walked in to his open casket funeral. And I'm walking down the aisle. And every step that I get closer and closer, this wave of emotions went through me and I started to cry, puddles of tears. They went from my eyes to my cheeks, and then I looked down briefly and then my shirt was filled with tears. Because as I looked at Dietrich, 6'8", 235 pounds, laying in the coffin, I didn't just see a young man that I grew up with. I didn't just see a young man that I played basketball with. I didn't just see a young man that was lifeless. I saw all of the potential that would never be realized. I said all of the dreams that he would now never be able to create. 6'8", 235 pounds, fully committed to Duke University to play basketball the following year. The first one in his family that would have ever been to college. First one in his family that would have graduated high school. First one in his family that would have made it in life. He was a straight-A student. But one opportunity, one decision, took everything, stripped his life from him,